Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Aspire with Akshat. And on this particular episode, we're going to know how can we score good marks in audit. Yes, audit में भी अच्छे marks score किए जा सकते हैं. तो अगर आपको भी query है कि यार मैं audit ज़्यादा time तक पढ़ नहीं पाता हूँ, audit में पढ़ता हूँ but retain नहीं कर पाता हूँ, so yes, you've come to the right channel because today I'm making a very comprehensive video giving solutions to all of these queries. So if you like the content of this video and the upcoming videos, do hit on the like button and the subscribe button and do watch this video till the end, because in the end I'm not going to give just one or two bonus tips. I'm going to give 3 bonus tips. So stay tuned till the end. Coming to one of the most frequently asked questions of students. Did I take classes for audit? So yes, I did start with audit lectures, but I soon realized that audit is much more of a self-study kind of a subject. Ultimately, मैं जो exam में लिख के आऊँगा, that is not what some faculty explained or taught to me. That is what I myself learned and studied. So audit already एक बहुत बड़ा subject होता है. उसमें उसको करने में बहुत टाइम लगता है. तो I would advise कि आप ट्यूशंस में टाइम नहीं देके, बिकॉज टाइम इज अ बिग कंस्ट्रेंट फॉर अस. आप ट्यूशंस में टाइम मत दो, बट आप वही टाइम सेल्फ स्टडी में लगाओ ऑडिट, सो इट विल हेल्प यू अ लॉट. ओके, नाउ कमिंग टू द सोर्सेज दैट आई रेफर्ड फॉर ऑडिट. Some of my friends have referred ICI pronouncements and ICI study material. I would say that for many students, including students like me, that was very humongous. एंड मेरे पास इतना टाइम भी नहीं था ये सब करने के लिए, सो आई डिड नॉट गो थ्रू द ICI study material. Instead, I referred Pankaj Garg's study material. Like, these are the two main books. This is a theory book and this is a scanner. So in the theory book, he's covered all the ICI concepts very beautifully, and that too in a more concise manner, in a more student-friendly manner. So this was my Bible for audit. Even in those 1.5 days, I referred only and only this. And this is a scanner through which you get an idea कि यार ICI कैसे questions पूछ सकता है. तो मैंने ये दो study material से ही मैंने ज़्यादा पढ़ा है. These are very exhaustive, so you should not be worried कि यार ICI study material से कुछ मैथ छूट जाएगा. Also क्योंकि exhaustive है, इसे करने में time भी लगता है, तो आपको कुछ शॉर्टकट्स बनाने पड़ेंगे जो मैंने वीडियो में आगे बताया. सो दीज वर माय टू मेन सोर्सेज फॉर स्टडिंग. ऑल्सो देयर इज अ थर्ड बुक ऑल्सो, समरी चार्ट्स बुक ऑफ पंकज गर्ग सर, व्हिच आई रेफर्ड ओनली एंड ओनली फॉर कंपनी ऑडिट, बिकॉज इन कंपनी ऑडिट इट्स गिवन इन अ वेरी चार्ट्स काइंड ऑफ अ वे, तो बहुत ईजी हो जाता है. दिस वाज फॉर ऑडिट स्टडी मटीरियल. नाउ कमिंग टू MCQs. MCQs मैंने ICI MCQs नहीं रेफर किए थे ऑडिट में, क्योंकि मुझे क्या लगा था कि अगर मैं सपोज मेरा बैंक्स हो गया, NBFCs हो गया, इंश्योरेंस हो गया, बट ICI MCQs if you see all MCQs are jumbled up. You will get a professional ethics question with a company audit question. So in that case, that was not being very fruitful to me. I wanted segregated MCQs. So for segregated MCQs, I referred Shubham Keswani sir's MCQ booklet, जिसमें it was given like professional ethics के लिए पहले MCQs आ गए, फिर company audit के लिए आ गए, फिर essays के आगे आ गए. So all segregated MCQs, तो इससे मेरा टाइम भी बच गया. सपोज मैंने बस professional ethics किया आज, तो रात में I can just go through all the MCQs at one place of professional ethics without any sort of jumbling. And also because in CA final MCQs, these are also hundreds of MCQs, तो इसको भी करने में टाइम चाहिए होता है. अगर आपके पास टाइम नहीं है तो you can also refer this Brahmastra for CA final MCQs given by CA Sanidhya Saraf sir, जिसमें he's covered the topics, the concepts behind ICI MCQs instead of listing down hundreds of MCQs. So coming to number 2, the number 2 doubt of students is that audit में should we learn the essay numbers, the section numbers in company audit, or the clauses of tax audit or professional ethics. My advice would be that essays, the numbers and the names, you have to learn that. Professional ethics clauses, you have to again learn and write that. Essays also you have to learn and write that. Company audit में I would suggest कि आप एटलीस्ट सेक्शन नंबर तो याद रखो. सब सेक्शन याद रखना इज not relevant, but section numbers should be known to you. And coming to clauses, say in tax audit or in Caro, I would say that many people, many faculties advise कि आप नहीं याद करो, but I have a different opinion because even in our attempt there were many MCQs asked where they'll ask you that under which clause would you report this and how. So in that case you'll have to know that particular clause also for tax audit and for Caro. So that is why I would suggest that do remember the clauses, make your own songs or make any kind of shortcuts, but do know the clauses, the section numbers for company audit, and the essays ka name is mandatory. Coming to a very important question again, what all did you study in audit? Because audit is a bada subject hai. So I would say that audit is a humongous subject, perhaps the biggest subject of all our CA final subjects. So it is very difficult to do all 100% of the portion. So when I used to do my revisions, my target was that 85% to 90% audit to मैं कर ही लो. There were few chapters which of course I left. I did not do all chapters very naturally. The chapters which I left for quality review, because until our attempt quality review कभी आया नहीं था. First time हमारी attempt में, but there's not much you can do about it, right? So quality review I had not done. I had not done internal management and operational audit also because I think that was too generic. Then number 3, what I did not do was investigation. मैंने बस स्कैनर से पढ़ा था उसके past questions, तो वो भी नहीं किया था मैंने properly, बस past questions देख लिए थे मैंने, and essays मैंने थोड़े नहीं किए थे. I'll just tell that to you in a minute. So my focus in audit was more on the non-essay kind of chapters. Okay, like these are the non-essay chapters which I focused a lot on. My rationale for the same is that essays अगर आपने अच्छे से पढ़ भी लिया तो भी अगर पेपर में firstly it is very difficult to spot that this question pertains to which essay, and secondly बहुत ही general theory होता है essays का, बहुत ही मतलब it's like a behavioral kind of a theory. Whereas if you compare it to something like say bank audit, in case of bank audit, if I ask you that how would you audit credit cards issued, so it becomes a very more practical kind of an answer, and I will be able to answer that if I've studied that. So that is why I focused more on the non-essay chapters like these, because इनका बहुत ज़्यादा weightage होता है. In my paper, the first question that I attempted was one from tax audit, and it was a very easy kind of question. And essays का questions जो था, that was very tough in my attempt. So tax audit हो गया, automated environment, one question is a guarantee. So these audit committee governance also you can consider. These are the chapters which I focused a lot on. Okay. And as far as smaller chapters are considered, like dividend हो गया, liabilities of auditor, many people think that these aren't that relevant. क्योंकि आप अगर कोई भी फैकल्टी के आप ABC एनालिसिस में चल जाओ तो उधर आपको इसका बहुत कम वेटेज दिखाई देगा. But I'll tell you the reason behind that. That is because जो भी ABC एनालिसिस बनते हैं, that is for the subjective portion of it, not for the MCQs. और ये जो चैप्टर्स है लाइक डिविडेंड, लायबिलिटीज ऑफ ऑडिटर, ऑडिट रिपोर्ट, ये सब ICAI पूछता किधर है, MCQs में पूछता है भर के. That is why these don't get reflected in ABC analysis, but these are also very important. So please go through these. And now coming to essays, since I said that my first priority was non-essay chapters, which is like 70% of the portion. In essays, during my revisions, I used to target 25-30 essays मैं कर लूँ out of 36 essays. So this was my strategy. Of course, I had to leave many essays because you have to do other subjects also. बस already 100 mark का subject नहीं देना था मुझे. So essays, I did 25 to 30 essays. That too based on ABC analysis from various faculties as to what can be asked and my own judgment. कि ये last attempt में ही पूछा था. This does not seem like a very important essay. So you have to do. You'll have to take few risks in audit, I would say. Coming to the strategies that I used for CA final audit. So number 1 was the underlining approach and writing in the margins approach. If you will check this particular image, so over here there's a lot of content, right? बहुत सारे point, बहुत सारा data है. तो मैं क्या करता था कि जब मैं पहली बार कोई आंसर पढ़ रहा हूँ तो आई वुड जस्ट अंडरलाइन फ्यू सेंटेंसेस फ्रॉम इट एंड ऑल्सो इन एडिशन टू दैट मैं अपना साइड पे लिख देता था. तो नेक्स्ट टाइम जब मैं सेम आंसर कर रहा हूँ, instead of reading each and every word that is given in the suggested answer, I'll just be reading whatever I've underlined and whatever I've written on the margins. Okay, I'll also be attaching a photo of this in the description, so you all can also check that out. Okay, तो in this case मैंने क्या किया कि मैंने underlining approach use कर ली and margins में लिखा. तो if you all check, मैंने पूरा अंडरलाइन तो नहीं किया. फिर कंपैरेटिव इंफॉर्मेशन को आई मेड इट CI. तो जैसे ही आप अपना शॉर्ट फॉर्म क्रिएट करोगे ना, तो वो इतना बड़ा बड़ा टेक्स्ट दैट गेट्स कंडेंस्ड. ओके, एंड दैट इज द अल्टीमेट ऑब्जेक्टिव फॉर दिस 125 days. Then if you see, I've made points on the margin instead of saying that whether the comparative information agrees with the amount and other disclosures presented in prior period FS. I've just written whether CI equals amount disclosed in prior period FS or not. So it becomes much more condensed and आप जब खुद लिखोगे ना तो आपको याद भी ज्यादा रहेगा. तो this was strategy number 1. Strategy number 2 is to link stuff together. So what we see in audit is that एक ही आंसर में आपको एक ऐसे का भी रेफरेंस मिलेगा, से ऐसे 240, आपको 143 12 का भी रेफरेंस मिल जाएगा, या आपको ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि रिलेटेड पार्टीज का आपको कहीं तो रेफरेंस मिल जाए. So मैंने इसका भी शॉर्टकट आई यूज्ड टू क्रिएट whenever I used to go through answers. I used to create those shortcuts wherein I would link similar content. So even in clauses, if you see that clause number 8 and 12 of form 3CD are very similar, like they go hand in hand. Then even clause 12 of part 1 to the first schedule and section 26 of the CA Act 1949, they go hand in hand. So I had made a list like this also for that. So if you link stuff together ना, because audit में क्या होता है, audit में आपने एक clause का reference दे दिया, उसी के साथ दूसरे clause का भी reference दोगे तो ही आपको proper marks मिलेंगे. ठीक है? So that becomes very important. So you should make shortcuts like these. Strategy 3 would be that you should make tables so as to condense so much of data into one table only. Like if you check out this SEBI LODR वाला table, तो ये मैंने law के SEBI LODR से लिया है. And I've modified it according to the requirements of audit, because audit में there was more data say regarding SR shares and all. तो आप अगर 5 committees के data को आप एक table में condense कर दोगे, तो it will be much more helpful to you. So that was strategy number 3. Then strategy number 4, and this one was widely used by me. ठीक है? तो इस केस में मैंने mnemonics बनाए थे. Suppose if the question is risks that require special audit consideration. So to remember this would be very tough. तो इसको आप fun तरीके से याद करो. What requires special audit consideration? The fact that RCB since the start of IPL has never won even a single trophy. ठीक है? That requires special audit consideration. Why did that happen? Because RCB 10. RCB में बस 10 ही खिलाड़ी थे. So through RCB 10 you can remember these points. Okay, so through R you can know that the related parties के साथ significant transaction हुए. Through C, which is number 2, it could be because of complexity of transactions. Through B, you can say that there was a big risk of fraud. Okay, so that is number 3. Then 10, D से हो गए कुछ developments आ गए, economic, accounting, and etc. 4th is U, unusual transactions हो गए, like outside the normal course of business. And the 6th point is the degree of subjectivity. So this way, instead of thinking over so many points, आप उसको fun तरीका कोई अच्छा mnemonic बनाओ उसका. ठीक है? Like in this case, it was because of special audit consideration. So the fact that RCB has never won deserves some audit consideration, and that made me remember the mnemonic also. Because even to remember the mnemonic is very important. So keep linking ऐसा and you will eventually learn all the points. Strategy number 5, I used to make so much use of yellow sticky notes. अगर आप मेरी audit की book देखोगे तो it is full of yellow sticky notes only. That is because when I was doing the subject for the first time, तो I realized कि यार बहुत बड़ा subject है. To condense it, I started making my own yellow sticky notes. So even if you check this particular example, limited use of negative confirmations, I've broken it down. बस इसमें आप key words लिख लो ताकि आपको याद रहे. This is strategy number 5. Number 6, and again one of the most useful tips for students, is that instead of making mnemonics, अगर आपको कोई particular answer में नहीं जम रहा है या that doesn't suit your style, you can make a story surrounding that particular answer. So say in essay 550, if you want to understand the transactions which are outside the normal course of business. So how I studied this particular answer was ऐसा. So say it's outside the normal course of business. तो outside जाने के लिए हम लोग पहले तो ऑफशोर गए, ठीक है, उधर रहने का हमको देखना था, तो हमने इसलिए कोई प्रीमाइस हमने लीज पे ले लिया, उसको हमने बहुत सिग्निफिकेंट डिस्काउंट पे ले लिया, फिर उसको रीस्ट्रक्चरिंग भी करवाई उसकी, बट देन एक्सपायरी आने वाली थी, तो बिफोर एक्सपायरी हमने सर्कुलर अरेंजमेंट करके उसको वापस लौटा दिया. सो थ्रू दिस इफ यू चेक यू गेट योर 6 पॉइंट्स, जो कि इसमें थे. In this case, if I were to check, first was transaction with offshore entities, which gets covered. Second was leasing of premises or rendering of management services, which gets covered. Number 3 was sale transactions with unusually large discounts, that gets covered. Number 4 was that कोई आपने complex equity के transaction करवाया, like restructuring और acquisition, वो भी हो गया. Number 5 is that the terms are changed before expiry, that is done. And number 6 is circular arrangements, for example sale with a commitment to repurchase. So instead of remembering all this, if you just remember कि outside जाने के लिए हमने offshore गए हम लोग पहले, उधर हमने lease पे premise लिया, उसको significant discount पे ले लिया, फिर उसका restructuring हमने ही करवाया, but then restructuring करवाया तो before the expiry हमें circular arrangement करवा के वापस लौटाना पड़ा. So through this you will understand all the points in conjunction. So this is also very important strategy which can be used. Coming to when I studied audit. Okay, so I used to study audit during my most productive hours. I've always given it the most priority. So I would wake up at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. I would study audit अच्छे से. 9 to 9:20 I would take some break, breakfast कर लिया या कुछ और कर लिया, किसी से बात कर ली and all that, वो आप कर सकते हो. Then again 9:20 to 12 o'clock you have to again study audit for around 2.5 hours more. 12 o'clock I used to take a lunch break. 12 to 12:30 used to be my lunch. I would watch some series or something. 12:30 to 1 I would take a nap. Okay, because already I've studied audit for around 4.5 hours since morning, so my mind is very tired. Audit you can't do for long durations. Okay, 6 घंटा straight नहीं पढ़ा जाता audit. तो इसलिए मैंने lunch ले लिया, फिर nap ले लिया. I would take a half an hour nap. So after the nap I'm again more productive. My brain cells are working better than pre-nap, right? So again 1 to 3 I again studied audit. तो इससे क्या हो गया, मैंने छोटे छोटे ड्यूरेशन में 2-2 घंटे में ब्रेक डाउन कर लिया. सिंस मॉर्निंग आई हैव कवर्ड 6.5 hours worth of studies, worth of productive studies, which is required in case of audit, and number of revisions that I did for audit. So I had 3 revisions. Basically मैंने पहली बार पूरा ऑडिट पढ़ लिया अच्छे से, मैंने उसके नोट्स बना लिए, शॉर्टकट्स मैंने पहली रीडिंग में ही बना लिए, and then I revised it again and then once more. So my first time when I did audit it took me around 14 days or something. Then जब पहला revision किया it took me around 7 to 8 days. By the time I was doing my last revision it came down to say 4 days. 3-4 days में मेरा audit हो गया था. So I gave a lot of time to audit, but I did 3 detailed studies of audit. Coming to the next segment, why should you give time to audit? मैं इतना टाइम ऑडिट को दे देता हूँ लेकिन फिर भी कुछ याद तो होता नहीं है, इससे बेटर मैं दूसरा सब्जेक्ट कर लूँ and all that. Well, you won't be the first one to think. Every CA aspirant has thought about this. Okay, so I'll just break this down into 2 types of people. Number 1, people who think that उनका पास होने का चांस ऑडिट की वजह से कम हो रहा है, तो यार आपको तो मिनिमम 40 तो लाना ही पड़ेगा ऑडिट के लिए. Audit is that one subject in which maximum number of CA aspirants fail. That is either because they don't use proper smart strategies or they don't devote much time to it. So that is why I would suggest कि यार audit में आप time devote करो, ताकि आपको अगर 40 अगर audit में आ जाता है ना आपको, तो in the other subjects you will be able to score 40 एंड आपका मिनिमम 50% तो एग्रीगेट में हो ही जाएगा. एंड नाउ कमिंग टू दोज पीपल हु आर एस्पायरिंग फॉर गुड स्कोर्स और पॉसिबली इवन अ रैंक. देखो अगर FR आपका अच्छा गया ना, even if you get 70, even 10 people around you will be getting 70. So there is not that differential which is created. But in audit, if you can get a 70 now, so there are very less people who even score 60s in audit. So there will be that difference, that gap between you and the others, which will help you in securing the rank. So that is why you should give time to audit. For our exams, we had one holiday before SFM. Many people decided that our next paper is SFM, let's just give 2.5 days to SFM, but I was like, नहीं यार, audit firstly is humongous, and अगर मेरा audit अच्छा चला जाता ना, then half of my CA final vibes are gone. Okay, and that actually happened. So I gave 1 day over there to audit plus the 1.5 days before the audit paper, and I was able to cover, I would say, 75% of the portion in that much time, which is a very, very good percentage considering the huge audit portion. So please give time to audit. Now coming to my favorite part of this entire video. Okay, the 3 bonus tips. Number 1, whenever you're done with studying audit, say on a particular day like 3 PM पे आपने audit बंद कर दिया, after that take out half an hour more and just summarize whatever you've said in voice notes. सुबह से लेके 3 PM तक जो भी याद किया है उसका एक वॉइस नोट बना लो. shouldn't take more than half an hour for you to do that. So what happens is when you will be repeating those content, first of all it should take lesser time because you've been studying since morning, and secondly is that जब आप बोलोगे तो एक और रिविजन होएगा, वो वापस आपके दिमाग में थियोरी आपकी रजिस्टर होगी. एंड इसको वॉइस नोट कब सुनना है? रात में बिफोर स्लीपिंग टू लिसन टू दिस वॉइस नोट अगेन. So it will act as multiple revisions, you see, in the same amount of time. By devoting just like minimal amount of time, like half an hour more, आपके और 2 revisions हो रहे हैं on the same day. So this will help you in registering it in your head. Number 2, when you're doing revisions, just in front of that particular chapter, note down how much time you took for that particular chapter. जैसे अगर आपको प्रोफेशनल एथिक्स करने में से अभी आपको लगा 6 घंटे, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम when you will be referring the index, you will know कि यार पहले के रिवीजन में 6 घंटे लगा था. Now my ideal target should be to do it in 3 to 4 hours. So like that, keep maintaining that database, which will help you a lot. And number 3, this is something that many students have asked me, what to do when you're feeling low or when you're just bored with audit. तो उस समय आप जो आपने वॉइस नोट्स बनाए उसको आप सुन सकते हो, या फिर जो बाकी का इम्पोर्टेंट कंटेंट है जिसमें देयर इजंट मच स्टडी, लाइक यू कैन आल्सो रिमेंबर start memorizing the essay numbers and names, the tax audit clauses. You can create your own shortcuts when you're feeling low. So इससे आप पढ़ाई भी नहीं कर रहे हो, बट ये आपकी इफेक्टिव चीज़ होगी जो आपको आगे बहुत काम आएगी. Like making some song for professional ethics clauses and all. This you can do when you're not feeling in a study mode. So these were my 3 bonus tips. If you really like the content of this video, then please share it with your friends also. There's been a lot of effort in making this video, but I've tried to make it as exhaustive as possible. So stay tuned with Aspire with Akshat, because I'm going to upload many more videos on preparations and my certified copies soon. Stay tuned. Bye.